Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Coaching Corner. Oh, did we lost Rob? Oh, he's back. Okay, cool. We're here live. We got everyone present today. And today's gonna be equally as fun as last week and the week before and every other week preceding this one. I feel like we get this question a lot. Rob took a moment to reference like some of the most asked questions we get between open office hours and coaching calls and stuff like that. And we found some interesting things. But today specifically, we're talking about workflows. Just one of the items that we hear most often. And fun time. Everybody excited?
I'm ecstatic right now.
Ecstatic. I can feel you.
Rob's excited. Look at him. He's smiling cheek to cheek.
I wanted to be here for this one. You're right, Tyson. Like for everybody that shows up to office hours or takes us up on coaching calls or just does like onboarding calls with us, we always look at the trends. We're looking at the trends of what people need to just make ClickFunnels easier for everybody. And we noticed that there is not a confusion, but just a how do I get started with workflows? And we've done it before, but let's do it again.
Do it again.
It's an important topic. That it makes the whole funnel, right? Like you have a funnel, but if you don't have that workflow, you're missing a huge piece.
Yeah. I feel like everyone like they assume that they have to do everything manually. Like if you have to grind it out, and that just means that you have to do everything one at a time. You have to send up one email. And then you'll hear us talk about, well, if you just set up a sequence where like these emails go out automatically, we tag people and like, put people over here, assign them to the course, it just like we lose you in the conversation just because you're like, you can do that. How do I do that? What does that even mean? Well, in our eyes, that means we're not even touching it, preferably.
I mean, that's the dream, right? Like people sign up for your free lead magnet, right? They give you their information. A lead becomes, a page view becomes a lead, and then you need to nurture them, right? That happens through the workflow, and you don't want to be okay. I saw someone come in. Let's go tag them. Let's go send them that first email, and then you have to remind yourself a day later to send them your second email, and then 2 days later that third email. Like that shouldn't happen. That should happen automatically. Right, ClickFunnels has done some really cool things just to make this easier for people. We can show them the in-app stuff that we've done.
Oh yeah,
we're going to show them some in-app stuff, and we'll show you how to work it. But this is an important topic again, just because you can have that funnel, you can have that lead magnet, but to get them back into your funnel, into that offer, to actually start paying you, like automations.
Tyson's pretty ecstatic too about this because he didn't even realize workflows existed. He's been sending out a single broadcast every day to his list for like the last year, not knowing he can automate this. So I'm super excited to take some weight off of Tyson's shoulders.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Actually, I still do that too. So that's cherry on top. All right. There's nothing wrong with sending out emails one off, first off. Okay. All right. But there are things like I could automate as well. Everybody can find things to automate in their systems, right? So with that said, let's go and share my screen here and we can dive in together on what we're talking about today, or just kind of give you a nice little well-rounded explanation of everything. So really this is going to be more of a demo situation where we're walking through how to set it up inside the platform, maybe a little bit outside the platform, touch on MCP, AI, all those hit piece words there, and make sure you're good to go. So first off, let's kind of just break it down. What is a workflow in simple terms? I just want to make this as clear as possible so everyone's on the same page. We're all starting on the same playing field. A workflow essentially is a way for you to automate repetitive tasks, stuff inside the platform that can be taken care of without your hands touching it. We've alluded to it before or already with emails. We can tag people. We can add people to courses. We can make it so when someone opts in, something happens, but all of this happens on the back end, and it's just going to happen. It's just going to do the thing. That's it. It's just going to work whether you're looking at it or not, which is the beautiful part. Yeah, that's pretty much it there. I think we should just dive into the fun stuff, which is showing what's actually going on inside the platform. So first off, I feel like the most common place you're going to end up using a workflow is a funnel. My personal take, but like, when dealing with people or when talking to people and helping them set things up, you're usually inside of a funnel. to some degree, some capacity. Inside of a funnel, we have this nice little button here, or actually have two buttons on each funnel step. This lightning bolt icon is going to represent your workflows, your automations. You can connect multiple to a step, but this is going to show you how many you have, and it's going to also allow you to connect new ones, right? If you click on that guy directly, you should see a little pop-up like this. Or if it's your first time adding it, you'll see something like this, which will just take you to a pop-up window where you can select either an existing workflow, or if this is your very first time, I have a special place for you to go, which is the templates area right here. There's templates that are pre-built with emails in it. Some have tags in them. We can modify them. They're just kind of a building block. Yeah, I like
these alone are huge time savers. Right, like Tyson said, these are emails. Like these are literally emails that Russell has used to nurture his audience. Like whether it's nurture or convert or engage, whatever it is, these are emails that we put together for you, so you don't have to really think about what's the content inside. And I've gone through most of these. They're pretty adjustable to whatever you're selling. Right, they're fairly open ended, I'll say.
Yeah,
right. So if you don't really know how to put together a workflow, start with one of these.
Yeah, I mean, they made it so it's like it's a situation where you go in and you can edit. It gives you instructions on how to edit that email. It has like fill in the blanks. You can just modify it to fit your current business. So, as far as usability goes, I'd say this is up there. We're getting pretty high up on the easy scale. Easy to update.
One thing worth noting too, because I'll find like when we're in open office hours, if somebody's working on a workflow, oftentimes they'll step out of the the funnel builder to go all the way to like the workflows app to try to connect something or edit a workflow. What's really nice and what you're kind of seeing from Tyson here is like you don't even have to move. It's all in one place. We're clicking a couple buttons and it's there. So they make it super easy for you inside of the platform.
Pretty much. Let's go with one of these templates to start things off. Let's go with this guy, Seinfeld sequence, and we'll use this templates. Now, this is where most people get tripped up as far as like setting up workflows go. And that is designating a trigger. Like, how are we going to make this thing actually send out or send people through this automated sequence we're creating? That's all defined in this dropdown here. There's a bunch of different options. There's actually more options than what we see right here. I'll show you where to find those in a little bit. But for now, it depends on the goal, the overall goal that you're trying to have them achieve. If this is a lead funnel where they're just opting in, they're giving you their name and their email, simple as that, we're going to be looking at opt-in 9 times out of 10. This is your bread and butter. You're going to use this almost every time. If it is a purchase scenario where somebody's actually buying something inside of a funnel, then likely you're going to go with order-successful purchase. There's other ones as well. But again, probably those two are, I'd say, the main ones you're going to go with for a funnel. Yeah, I'm seeing some head nods. I think we're all on the same page with that one.
I would say you don't usually float out of those two unless you have something very specific that you're trying to automate on the back end for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go with opt-in for now and click on Use Template in the bottom right side of that pop-up. From there, just give it a few seconds. We'll see this note in the bottom saying that our workflow is being claimed. It's in progress. When it's done, you'll get a secondary message. It's a green little check mark saying you're good to go. Use this thing. And we'll also see an updated number right here. It could take a second depending on which one you do. In this case, I did one of the bigger ones. So there we go. It took a second. You can see workflow has been claimed and it's also been attached to the page. Boom. We see number 1 next to it. And that means we have a workflow attached to this step. Click on the lightning bolt icon again, and from there you can click on the name of the workflow right here, and it should just take you to the editor. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we're
in. I was trying to say, like, this is so easy. Like, it's so nice how easy this is, and this is just tons of so many of the updates that we've been pushing to the platform recently is just to honestly take away clicks. We've been trying to save you from doing the actual work so you can focus on the thing that you want to be doing, which is launching your funnel and be making money or collecting leads or getting more appointments. Like we're honestly removing excuses. I don't have time. Yeah, you do. Like you don't have 30 seconds. We did it here on the call. Like this is so easy. Now you just go through and update the email.
We're barely 10 minutes in, and I think 6 minutes of that was us chatting. So I mean, that just goes to tell you how quick it is.
If we were just if I was just clicking, this would have been done in less than 30 seconds. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The other ways you can actually navigate to workflows inside of a funnel is actually directly here at the top. So if you're on this view right here, you can always just click directly on workflows as well. And now you can just edit each of the pages and each of the workflows we have attached to each page from this view. You don't have to click out of it. You don't have to leave the funnel at all. There's 0 moments where you have to leave the funnel in this case. We're here. We're editing this. And this is the workflow. So it may look scary. We have a bunch of, blocks on the page going down. We have multiple things happening. Really, it's just one thing. When somebody opts in and meets this specific trigger or this specific, this specific trigger we have set up, which is, again, them opting on the page. It's different based off of how you're creating it. They're then going to be brought through this set of events or set of actions that we've created here in this flow. So first off, they'll get an email. Then we have a 1-day delay. So after 1 day, they'll get another email. Another delay, another email, delay, email. If you want to add other things to the sequence here and customize it a little bit more, just click on the little plus icon here on that vertical line. And you'll see a nice little tab open up on the right-hand side where we can further add things, customize, make it your own. Let's say you wanted to add a tag for anybody who opted into this page, right? I'm going to scroll down and you'll find tag under the internal actions here, but tag contact. There we go. There's other ones as well. There's a bunch of other ones. We can enroll people into courses. We can add them to communities. We can create them as affiliates. Like there's just a ton of things that you can actually automate here in the back end.
My only question is, what can you not do in workflows? I mean, we're pretty much covering all the bases here, and you just got to click a couple buttons. Like, this is crazy.
That's a great question, Devin. And I'm be curious what people in the chat or people watching want out of workflows. What is something that we don't have that you'd like to see? I have said this multiple times on mostly any call that I'm on, but we are a community-driven development app. Let us know what you need, and I'll see what I can do to make it live. But let us know. Give us your suggestions.
Love to hear your dreams reality.
Rob might even just build it himself. I don't. We don't know.
Hey.
You know what? Message Rob directly at outreach@clickfunnels.com.
And Rob, you just want to share your phone number? I'm just kidding.
Come knock on my door. For you guys, what are some tips? Like, are there any tricks you have to a workflow to make it, either more usable or more optimized or proficient? And I'll go first just to give you a little bit, but I always like to add a pause at the end of my workflow.
Oh yeah. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely.
If you go to the end of the workflow, because how a workflow works is someone will go through each one of these steps, right? They'll just keep on going through this step. And then when they hit this last email, if they hit there and there's nothing after it, they just drop out the bottom. There's no bottom to the bucket, right? So I like to add a pause at the bottom of my workflows, just to catch people, just in case I want to either add another email after or send these people to a different workflow or tag them in a specific way. But this just, it creates that bottom to the bucket. This is one of the, tips that I learned a long time ago that has saved me multiple times, to be honest.
No, that's huge. Honestly, yeah. I couldn't agree more. Go ahead. What were you saying on that, Devin?
I honestly, I feel like Rob might have stole both of ours. We might have all been thinking the same thing. Because the thing about the pause is, like, before we had something like that, the problem becomes like, so you launch a funnel, you're getting your automations out there, and everything is good. But then, a lot of times you kind of flip a coin and take a chance. If you go to add that step, you're like, okay, what's going to happen? Is the workflow still going to be functioning? Do I still have some people in there? So that pause is just, it's such a cool piece, so that you're like, you know what? I need to get this funnel out. I want to just launch it and get it out there. This workflow needs to be in place, but I'm going to put this pause there just in case, let's say a week down the road, a month down the road, I'm modifying stuff and I add it there, then everybody's still going to get what you're updating. You don't really have to stress about that. So that's such a huge piece. But I would say on my end too, I try to like strip the workflows back a little bit from the perspective of like understanding what my overall goal is and like trying to make it as simple as possible. Because I see workflows sometimes where like they open up the page and it's like, we gotta, email here, delay here, conditional split. And then you come down and then you got another conditional split and we're doing this and 3 more emails and 4 more delays. And it's just like, what's going to happen if something breaks? You'll never know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good one. I feel like for me, it comes down to 2 things. One, always be testing. The biggest tip I have would be go through it like an actual customer, personally, because I like to see exactly what they're seeing. I want to make sure that I'm getting exactly what they should be getting. And the best way to do that is to become the customer. Like just go to the funnel, opt in, purchase the product, and see what comes out in afterwards. Meaning you physically go to the step, preview it, go in and submit your information, and just make sure that you're 1, getting the emails. 2, you're sitting in delays as you should. Are you not getting something? Are we seeing that you're getting, I don't know, it's a different email. You don't have the right email attached. Like you don't know what's actually coming through unless you go through and test it. That's huge. That's a big one. The other thing I would say on this is if you have like different categories that you put people in to, like for products, I say products is a big one where this is going to come in, where you're going through a funnel and people maybe have more than one product in place that people can purchase. You don't have to have 1 or 2 separate workflows if you don't want to. You could technically have 1 workflow and conditional split paths throughout to make it so it's easier on you to track everything and know where people are going. A conditional split path is just basically checking to make sure someone has reached a specific rule set that you create, like purchasing a specific product or they have a specific tag or anything like that. I like to segment that way as well.
Now this brings up an interesting point. How would you decipher between a conditional split and a conditional goal if somebody were to go between those 2?
That's fair. That's a great question. I like a granular approach. I know people are on the opposite side of the spectrum for this, and they'll go straight for the conditional goal. Conditional split path, basically what happens is so I'm going to set one up right here as an example. Conditional split path. There we go. What happens is after this delay, they're going to hit this step right here that we've just created. This is going to check and make sure that they have met the criteria that we've set up right here. Right. So if they purchase a product or they have a specific tag, you can use as many of these as you want inside of the flow to make this granular, to make sure that you can see exactly where the split's happening, understand where people are actually going in that flow. Personally, I take that approach just because I like to see that flow and make sure that people are going through as intended. But conditional goal still serves another purpose, a really good one, which is it can skip all of the steps or as many steps as you want. And you can say, take them all the way to the end right here. Maybe you only want them to get the last email, right? So maybe I'll just take them right here and add a conditional goal step here, right there. Same setup. We're making it so it's based off of a specific goal that you want them to meet, whether they purchase a product, they have a specific tag, whatever it might be. And if they reach that goal while they're in this workflow, it'll just pull them straight down to that point in the workflow. I say there's use cases for both. It really depends. I don't know if there's a set cut and dry way or statement for it, but
I agree. And honestly, the only time I've used the conditional goal is at the end of the workflow. Like when I want to pull someone all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Right. Like if they already bought a product, you don't want to sell them the product again. I mean, maybe you do, but maybe there's a different workflow that they get sent to, but that's when I've used conditional goals based on a tag they have had, a product they bought, a course they have access to. I've always just pulled them to the end.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Listen, I want to show one thing because you mentioned testing.
Okay.
If you do want to act like a customer, if you want to go through your funnel and make sure everything is working, and you don't want to wait the 7 days, each day for the emails, there is a way to see all these emails at once. So if you go to the settings, I think you can do it here, or maybe you have to be actually in the workflow view. Oh, here we go. Yeah. If you go over to the settings.
So you're talking about test?
Test the workflow. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So the cool thing you can do here is skip the delay steps. So you'll choose yourself as a contact and then skip the delay steps to test what all the emails look like. And honestly, it'll just save you 7 days. So it's definitely worth it to check this out.
Boom.
As you're building out your workflows and just making sure everything looks right.
Yeah.
It's definitely so clutch because like there's a difference between like seeing it in the editor and then seeing it as it's, you know, delivered to your inbox. And then also, like you said, you don't have to wait, you know, the 7 days or whatever. You can kind of take the guessing work out of it and be like, okay, cool. The emails look this way. If you don't like it, you can go back and you can edit some stuff. Or if everything's good, then you're off to the races.
Yeah. Okay. I mentioned earlier about triggers and how we can go beyond what we see inside the funnel. So let's go and click on a back arrow on the top left side of the screen. We're going to take it on back and we're going to head directly to the automations app. So all of your workflows that you create inside of your accounts are all going to live technically inside of the automations app here. Click on that and you should see an option for workflows. So you don't have to go directly to a funnel if you don't want to. You can always come here, go to workflows directly, add workflow, and you can start from a specific template or start from scratch, right? I'm going to go ahead and start from scratch, let that load up. And at this point, we can see a lot more triggers. So at the very top, click on no trigger set, or where it has that banner there, little tile. And if you click on the drop down here for event type, you're going to see so many more options that you can choose from. Survey completed, subscription upgraded, downgraded, people churning. David mentioned this a couple episodes back where we were talking about, say, management of subscriptions. If people like cancellations or anything, if they cancel or they churn to some degree, how do we remove them from courses? Right? There is steps in here to do that. Subscription canceled. We could do that, or churned. And we can
so amazing
sequence on that. Yeah, exactly. You can send out emails to, you know, based off of these specific event types when someone does hit those points and payments are failing, whatever.
What's huge about this is retention. If you see a payment was declined, you don't want to lose that customer just because, you know, their payment declined. You want to reach out to them, make sure that they can actually get the payment through. Maybe they need a payment plan of some sort. Maybe they just didn't know their payment, their credit card expired. And then eventually they'd go through Dunning and just be off of your program. But you don't want to lose those people, right? So you can be notified when these things happen. It's so huge for attention. And I know people mainly use workflows like after lead magnet, you know, events. But look at all the different options you have here and just think about it. Like, when would you use these things? There's so many use cases here that you could use it for. And I mean, the nice part is when you set it up once, you don't have to touch it again.
Not unless you want to.
Nice. Not unless you want to.
Yeah, we have message hub automations, people responding. When you send out an email broadcast, if people click on something inside of the message, you can then trigger another workflow to send out a specific email just for them. Like, I don't know.
Those message hub triggers are my favorite ones, and I feel like they're completely underutilized, to be honest. When someone if you have message hub set up, and if you don't have it set up, go set it up. Like, maybe we'll do another video on how to set up message hub. I know we've had a bunch. We had a whole series on it. I think a 3-session series. But go do that. And then when people text in to message hub, you'll have an automation that can respond through message hub. You can set that up. If those things are set up properly, like, you can have a text message, relationship with somebody just through automations. I mean, yes, there'll have to be specific triggers or keywords that they respond to. Like, hey, if you want to learn how to build funnels, respond funnel. Or if you want a free funnel, or if you want whatever, respond funnel. And then we'll be able to send them back to another funnel page where they can enter their information, or get, you can upsell them to an offer or a course or something of the sort.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. One other thing, you don't have to just add this to pages or to funnels. You can do it for just specific pages inside the platform as well, if you wanted to. So if you create a sites using a site and blog app inside of the platform, or you have a landing page, you can technically search up the page name right here, not select anything for funnel, and that action is going to be based off of the page, not the funnel. Yeah. Okay. Nothing too crazy with that. I want to make sure that we have a little bit of time to talk about something else, which is probably Rob's favorite area of expertise.
I'm getting excited.
And that's going to be AI. So we did all this the hard way. We went through, we pressed a few buttons on our keyboard. We clicked with our mouse, real caveman like stuff here. It's wild. We don't have to do that anymore, guys. You don't have to stoop to that level anymore. We can use AI. We can use our voice. We can talk directly to it, and it opens a whole other door.
I'm so curious if anybody in the chat or watching this later has used AI to build workflows, because I have, and it is. Oh man, I was telling Devin and Tyson this before, and I'm like a little bit embarrassed to say it, but like I don't go into ClickFunnels so much because I do it all with AI. Like ClickFunnels has extended itself to beyond ClickFunnels, right? You don't have to be in the platform to do the things that you want to do. I literally tell Claude to go build me a workflow. Not even that. I tell it to build me the funnel first. Before that, I tell it to build a product. It builds me the product, then it builds me the funnel, attaches the product to the funnel, and then it attaches a workflow to that funnel that it all created by itself. This is me not being in ClickFunnels. I will obviously go in and just QA the whole thing to make sure, or I'll test it to make sure that everything looks right. Like, it did it in US dollars, not Canadian dollars or whatever I'm trying to sell in, or not, yen or whatever it is. But I'll make sure that everything works. But the work itself, like the clicking around ClickFunnels, has disappeared for me. It's now all external. I build with AI. And that's just the beginning. Like now I can build funnels faster. I can launch automations faster. I can see what products are selling faster. And then as data comes through, as I'm getting traffic to my funnel and getting sales, fingers crossed, I'll start using that data to see what we can, what products we can add beyond that, what funnel I need to get higher conversions. Yeah. Right? I'm going to start using the AI to be my kind of data analyst to tell me what to do next.
Create off the data. It's beautiful.
Should we set a timer and see how quickly you could create a workflow with an MCP?
Okay. All right. Bear with me, guys. We did a whole episode previously on how to use MCP inside of the platform here, but just in case you didn't see that, I'm going to briefly go by it. Okay. First off, go on the left-hand side of your screen, click on Add Apps. And from here, we're looking for MCP server. What do you know? It's the first one I see there on my list. Click on that directly. And from here, it's going to give you some items, some action items that you want to follow to how to connect, right? I use Claude, so I'm just going to go inside of Claude and actually achieve that output. So all we have to do is go into Claude. From there, I'm going to go to Customize. From there, I'm going to go to Connectors, just like so. I already have it connected, but let's say I didn't. I'll click on Add over here in the top right. From there, click on Add Custom Connector. All right, and now all we do is go back to ClickFunnels, grab the names of these copy fields, go back to Claude, paste them in here, go back, we'll grab the second value there, and for the URL, we're going to paste that in here. Then from there, hit Continue. When you hit Continue, it's going to let you select from your account. You have to sign in to ClickFunnels, make sure you are the person. You are actually able to make adjustments there. And you can select all the workspaces that you want to have access to be able to make adjustments in. Done. Okay.
That easy.
Woo! With that done, now we can actually go and we can use Claude or whatever AI, ChatGPT, you name it, to actually make adjustments in our account. Let's say we want to make an adjustment inside of a funnel here. I'm going to go lead squeeze funnel 2. I don't think I have any workflows attached here. Okay, but I don't. So I'm going to go to Claude and bear with me here because I use Whisper Flow just to get, optimal flow. Please go in and create a workflow to tag people when they opt into a funnel named Lead Squeeze Funnel 2. I want this automation or workflow to be attached to the opt-in page, which is the first step inside the funnel. I want to tag them saying that they grabbed my free PDF. So that the tag itself will be downloaded free PDF. And after that, I want a welcome email saying, hey, welcome to the group or welcome to this awesome amount of value that you're about to receive. I hope you enjoy it. And After that, I would like a delay step for 1 day to be created. Cool. We have that in place. I'm going to hit enter, let it do its thing, and let's see how long it takes. I don't know.
Well, while this is working, I have a challenge. I mean, we're beyond building funnels with AI. We're building frameworks now, right? Like we're building everything out. I would love to see what frameworks you guys could build with AI. I would love to see it in the comments for whoever's watching this. I would love to see what frameworks you have built. That's it. I want to see and do it with AI. Don't it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes. Don't perfect it. Don't overthink it. Just build a framework. That's all I want you to do.
Wow.
That's it.
In 10 minutes?
I think so.
Easily. Yeah.
Product funnel automation.
Trigger is wired to the opt-in page. Oh man. I should be showing my hands. Sorry.
Yeah.
Turn your screen. That's enough.
Just so you can see I'm not touching.
Look at it working. Create a record.
Built.
Oh, no
verified.
Way.
That's it.
Come on.
Done deal.
Why did we waste it? Sorry guys, we wasted 30 minutes of your time.
We could have just done in like 2 minutes.
No, we're showing you the before and after of this, of where you can actually go inside of your account. All right. Look at that. We already have a number 1 next to the page that was not there a moment ago. All right. Let the record show that was not there. I'm going to go and click on that directly. Now we have this workflow in place. Click on it directly. We have a tag and it is listed as download free PDF. Beautiful. We have a delay for 1 day. I have an email. I don't know what this email looks like. Now, Rob actually had a trick for this. Maybe we can go into it in a different time, different day.
Different time. I got to run. I'm actually 2 minutes late for another.
All good. All good. Okay. Well, that was
leave
fun.
You guys.
See, that sounds good. See you later.
All right.
All right, guys. That's it. We showed you a lot in a little bit of time, but really it comes down to, if you have questions around workflows, if you have questions around any of the stuff that we have covered, feel free to, ask us. We hang out in open office hours Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every single week just for you, just to answer your questions around this stuff and make sure you have the tools available to make it easy. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's one other thing. There's one other page. Do you have a call as well? If not.
No, I'm open.
Okay. I'm going to bring us back to this. And we're going to go to my final slide, which was common mistakes for workflows, right?
Yeah, that's a huge one right at the top.
That's the one. That is that is the one. Forgetting to activate the workflow after building it. I feel like that's pretty fair to say. Like, you've put all the effort into it, all the work to get this thing live. Not live, just created. And if it's not on, no one's going through it. Would you agree? That's heartbreaking. That breaks my heart.
I was gonna say too, it's probably even something you can I don't know if you've tested having them like actually activate it, but I guess you want to look at it first. But even the MCP, you can go back in and probably have it just activate it for you too.
I don't know on that one. Actually, I think that you have to go manually.
Okay. I was gonna say I was curious about that, but
I mean, we can in the background.
While we're going through this.
Set this workflow. Geez, look at me typing. That's crazy. Workflow to live mode. Okay, see if it can.
Cool. You can go back through some of the.
Oh, let me.
It looks like you got it.
Okay, well, it's doing that. Next one. Hit us, man. What's this next one?
So setting the wrong trigger, so the workflow fires at the wrong time or never at all. I mean, you guys saw the amount of triggers that you had if you're actually on the workflow level there within app. So I think it's crucial to just kind of like understand what's my goal and what am I trying to get them to do. And once you understand your goal, I think it'll kind of give you some clarity on like, okay, is this workflow triggering on an opt-in? Is this triggering off of a tag? Is this triggering based on something in Message Hub? Is this based on a failed payment? Whatever the case, right? And then once you have that goal, I think it's just really about kind of optimizing everything around it. But back to what Tyson said in the beginning too, is just testing. So, if you might have just made a small hiccup and clicked the wrong trigger and you knew exactly what you wanted, and then you're testing it first, then you can go back through and be like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here, and you can adjust it from there.
Yeah, That's pretty much it. Not adding delays between emails. Definitely do that. Otherwise, they will all send out at once. The way it works is as soon as they are entering the workflow, it's going to do exactly what you say. So if you don't say to hold on, wait a minute, just give them a second, wait a day, whatever, it's going to just send all the emails at once or do all the actions at once. So make sure you have proper delays in between or padding in between. Yeah.
Next one here, just using too many workflows when one can kind of just handle the job. I mean, I think we've made it pretty clear in this training, like, you know, even if you are, let's say, on the fence of like, I don't even know if this is where the workflow ends. That's why using that pause feature just makes it so awesome. So like you can go back in there at any point and continue to add to it, continue to get people into the sequence, and then you're eliminating, you know, error of maybe they're not triggered correctly, and it's like all those people might be lost. But also there's just endless possibilities, I think, within workflows as far as getting them down certain paths. And then, you know, if it comes down to it at a certain point, maybe you've decided the workflow has ended, you could even trigger them into maybe like a Seinfeld sequence or something that's just like ongoing past whatever that initial goal was. But yeah, definitely one workflow can really handle the job either way. It's just about knowing how to use it.
Use them when needed. I feel like you don't have to have a new workflow for every new email. How about that? Maybe that's a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Sequence.
Yeah, because I'd hate to see you have a workflow that has like 452 steps on it. And you're like, well, Devin and Tyson told me I only one workflow can handle the job. So
okay, let's create some boundaries there. Okay, all right, yeah. Have it so I like one workflow per job, whatever it's trying to achieve. Let's say.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, maybe I need to reword that answer. I think we re-clarified what I.
Yeah, I think we're all right. We're all right.
All right. Yeah. Last point: forgetting to connect the workflow to the right funnel or page. In that case, really, we're just saying, hey, make sure to double check where you're putting it. That's it. Make sure it's for the right funnel. Make sure it's for the right page. Whatever you want to actually trigger off of. That's it. We've covered it all, guys. We're way over time. This is way longer than we normally do, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, like we always say, reach out to us directly at, outreach@clickfunnels.com or head over to Open Office Hours, which is, I'll put a link here at the bottom. This guy right here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be hanging out there answering questions. And if you just want to see our pretty faces, we'll be there. You can come hang out. It's fine. It's all good. We'll be smiling just like this. All right. All right. Lastly, if you haven't already, make sure to grab your tickets for FHL Funnel Hacking Live. That is coming up. If you don't want to miss out, just make sure to go and grab that. The link is technically on the slides here, but I'll put it in the chat as well in case you're unaware of where to find it and how to join the action.
Not to mention Funnel Hacking Live's whole basis here this year is based around AI. So
that's right. Exactly. If you want to go even deeper, I mean, say less. That's it. All right, guys. That is it for today. Thanks for hanging out with us. We look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
See you guys next time.
Ciao for now. See you later.